Good afternoon, guys. Today is finally the day that I thought would never come. I've been waiting for this for so long. The dealer contacted me and said my new motorcycle is in. So I'm sure you saw the video that I dropped about the unboxing. Those videos were actually made by the dealer himself. He said, I'm sorry I can't keep it in the box because there's no room to store a box on the showroom floor. I've got to take it out and assemble it and set it up, and you know, just a bunch of boxes everywhere would just look, I don't know. Anyway, that was what he told me. So let's catch a taxi. Enough talking. Let's catch a taxi, head over there, go take a look at the new bike. All right, here we are, guys, at the Benelli. I think this one's mine. I think this one on the left here is mine. All right, let's get in and talk to the owner and make sure that this one here, this one right here, and make sure that is really mine. Hello? Did I wake you up? I'm here to buy a motorcycle from you. Are you the guy that I talked to? So the owner of this shop has a couple of Harley Davidsons. I'm not very familiar with Harley Davidsons. I'm not a Harley guy, don't kill me, don't kill me. But what it is, a road glide or a street glide? I don't know the difference. But he also has a BMW GS. I don't see it here. He has a Honda Rebel 1100. It does not look like it's the DCT version though. I am familiar with a little bit with the Honda Rebel. He's got some nice bikes. He's got some really nice bikes. I bought a few accessories, extra accessories. These guys are putting them on real quick for me, like the screen protector, and I've got some little reflective rubber things that go on the side there to on the crash bars. Here we go, there's the GS I was talking about. Boss man has arrived. All right, just filled it up for the first time. It took 93 RMB, 11.62 liters. It's telling me that my front tire has too much pressure. Let me check it out. Let me just release a little and see what, because it has those TPMS monitors. All right, let's head on down the road a little bit, and then I'll get a feel for it, and then I'll stop and give my opinion, and I'll show you a few of the features on the new 552X. All right, guys, so I've had a chance to ride it now for about 30 minutes, and I don't know, I'm speechless. It's so much better than that 150 Suzuki that I've been riding, and I still love my Suzuki, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be, you know, a good commuter bike. But this thing, oh my goodness. Let me see, I've put, let's take a look. I love that startup screen. 27.5 kilometers on this thing. And yeah, let me show you a couple of the features, because some people are interested in this, because apparently this is different from the 502X. And so for starters, we have this beautiful TFT display, you know, LCD screen right here. And as you can see, I've got my phone paired to it. I've not received a phone call, so I don't really know what that looks like when you receive a phone call. Let's see. So we can go into the menus here and we can look at some different stuff. I think I showed this in another video for the 502X Anniversary Edition. But we've got the clock, we've got brightness, we can change it to miles. We can change the language to Chinese, which no thank you. We got the information about the bike. I'm probably going to blur that out because that looks like some serial numbers. There's the Bluetooth, your TPMS, and yeah. And also, if you hold this button down, let's see, let's hold that in. We go right into here, and we have an option of Android and iOS that we can link our phones with. And you can display, you won't need this. You won't need this to display some GPS navigation on that screen. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. I'm not really sure what was up with that, so I just bought this off the guy at his little accessory shop. And until I figure this out, I guess I'll just have my phone in the cradle. And to get out of there, you just, again, hold down that button. Taking a look over here, we've got, you can see this is all backlit. This is all backlit, all of this stuff here. It really looks nice. And we've got two new buttons here. If you own a 502X, you'll notice these two buttons are new. This is the heated grips. This comes from the factory like this. This is not an add-on. And this is the heated seat. And it's got 3 levels. You know, you just, one high, or low, medium, high, and then off. And the same here, low, medium, high, and then off. And anyway, I'm taking up some space at this gas station here, and let me move along so I don't, so I don't interrupt their flow of business. And what I'm doing is I'm running it through the break-in process right now. So I'm doing sort of like some heat cycling, running it for 30 minutes, stopping for 10 minutes, running it for 30 minutes. Everybody's got their own break-in. Apparently, research shows that it doesn't really matter if you break it in hard, break it in soft, but everybody has their preferences. Everybody's got their lucky rabbit's foot on how they prefer to do things, and so, yeah. So let's get going, and I'll show you some other features on the other parts of the bike that are not related to the controls or the gauge cluster here. All right, so I've gone about 50 kilometers now, and stopped for about a 10-15 minute break here, just down this little dirt road. I don't know who lives here, but decided to pull off here. So one of the things that I know, okay, so first of all, these are mine. I bought these when I knew I was going to get they just protect what's protecting. One of the things I know is that for the brakes they use J1 brakes, but if you stay up to date with a lot of the the motorcycle world news, you know that Brembo acquired J1 back in 2021. So they're basically Brembos. Can I say that? If I'm wrong, correct me. That's okay. Then you have the Marzocchi. Is that how to say that? Don't kill me in the comments, okay? Upside down forks. So that's what's new on this. I think on the previous 502X, these were proprietary. They were made by Benelli, whereas now they had J1 and Marzocchi do their parts. Let me see what else is different. When I bought this, it did come with the 3 boxes. The road version does not come with a center stand. So the X does come with the center stand. I think that's the same as the previous generation. There's a lot of trucks crossing over this area. It's pretty loud. Anyway, what else can I say? So, from what I understand, the body is a little wider. Thank you. The windshield is a little bigger as well. Okay, I pointed out the heated seat and the heated grips, and it's got ABS, and yeah. So that's about all I can say for now. But I haven't put a lot of miles on it, a lot of kilometers on it, but I can say that it is definitely a comfortable ride. And usually by now, my ass would be screaming on my other bike, because it was just a more narrow seat. It was, you know, uncomfortable. I'd say the ride is very smooth. The shifting is very smooth. It's really nice to have that extra power to pass people up. And overall, man, I cannot say enough good things about this bike. I know that the GS is the king of ADV bikes, but if you're in the market for an ADV bike and you can't afford a GS, this is definitely the way to go. And what else did I want to point out? I think on the previous version there was a USB plug here for like a cigarette lighter style, either on that side or that side. Now it only comes with this, okay? Now, one of the questions I know everybody's going to ask me is, when is it coming to Europe? When is it coming to South America? I have no idea. I don't work for Benelli. So obviously the guy who sold it to me, he doesn't know because he doesn't work in corporate. But yeah, so I'm not really sure. Hopefully by the end of this year, in the next couple of months, or beginning of next year, these things are selling like crazy here in China. And from what I did hear is, depending on how well this bike sells in China, then they will decide when they're going to roll it out overseas. And I know it's hard. It was hard for me to get my hands on this one. They're going fast because all the dealerships are snatching them up. They're selling. They're really selling. If you look on Chinese social media, on Douyin, which is their local version of TikTok, and some other, WeChat and things like that, you can see that there are a lot of videos of people buying these. They just bought it and they're riding it off the parking lot, and so that's a good sign. So it looks like this bike will be coming. I just don't know when. I have no details on that. I have no numbers. I have no dates. But you guys should keep your eyes out open for it. So this is my new ride for the channel. That's all I can say. So this will be my new ride for the channel. I will probably not be making any more videos with the Suzuki, and I'll just strictly be sticking to this one. So I know there aren't that many videos out there about this motorcycle, and the videos that you do find are in Chinese. So I hope you find this video helpful in learning about the 552X. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment and ask a question. If you ask me a question, I can definitely send a question to the dealer that I bought this from. He probably doesn't know when it's coming to your country. That's the only question he doesn't know. But if you have any other questions, like specifications, I'm not a spec junkie, so I'm sorry if I didn't give you all the specs. But yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.